morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's just hang out for a second here. So wherever you're sitting, just become aware of where your bum is making contact with the chair. See if maybe you're going to pull some flesh away, find the sit bones connecting down. Know that when our pelvis is in that position where our sit bones are connected, then it directly relates to our spine being able to be tall. And then mess around with the soles of your feet. Just notice as you play with them how it feels to just settle them into the ground. Start to feel the distance between the pelvis and its connection, and then the tall spine, sort of shoulder girdle, the rib cage. It's almost like football pads dropped onto your body, the spine and everything, holding everything strong, and yet this protective gear, this protective layer of our rib cage and shoulder girdle, holding in all the important stuff, protecting it. As you begin to bring your awareness to your breath, just lengthen that distance from the crown of your head to the tailbone. Notice the distance between your shoulders and your earlobes. And maybe shrug those shoulders right up towards the ears. And as you soften them down in a way, notice if they feel like they settle lower than they did before. Pay attention there. Squeeze those shoulders up to ears again. Deep breath. And as you exhale, soften them away. Roll the shoulders forward. Roll them back. Nice. Start to pay attention to your side body. How does it feel to let the strength of your spine hold you up? Does it feel like the core is working hard or the low back gets achy? Let's just pay attention to how we're beginning our class today, so that when we end, we can see if there's been a difference. I'd like you to breathe and start doing nice big circles. Yeah. Whatever direction you've chosen to go now, let yourself go the other way. Good. Coming back to center, sliding your hands onto the ends of your knees, arching your back and sliding forward. Just allow this to happen on the cadence of your breath, moving between cat and cow pose. Let your breath be slow, strong, fluid. Bringing in the inhale with the same amount of air coming in at the beginning of that inhale as at the very last moment. The same with your exhale. It's almost as if you are governing the stream of your breath, letting it out in a long and even line. Knowing that when you move, you're just inviting breath to reach into all these new corners of the body. For now, it's our front and our back body. And then come to center. Lean all the way over to your right. That left hand can come to the shoulder cap or to the sky, or all the way over. Press the left sit bone down into the floor as you lean to the right. Keeping that left foot and left bum cheek dropping down into the floor. Sweep the hand all the way up and over. Let yourself come the other way. Pressing this time the right sit bone The right bum cheek and the right foot ground down as you let yourself lean and reach. Breathing into that side body. Let's just go up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Yeah. Just notice the tightness. Does it feel the same on the right side as it does on the left? Does one side feel like it has a bit more give? Does one side feel a bit tighter? Does a knee. Last time, over to the left. Come back to center and roll those shoulders back. Let your hands on the ends of your knees, roll the shoulders in 3 big loops behind you. Nice. Sweet. Hands come right up. Thumbs connecting to breastbone. Begin to twist. Back to center, twisting the other way. Yeah. Good work. Nice. And coming back to center, your fingertips come down to your knees again. Sweet. Just feel already the difference because the spine's meant to move those 3 directions, right? Forward, back, lateral right, lateral left, twist right, twist left. And when we do that, we invite all the muscles of our core and center body to recruit and start working for us. So feel that even just sitting taller now feels better. Good. Let's go to our hands, big, wide, spread apart fingers. Pull the fingers to the wall behind you and then squeeze your shoulder blades. Come all the way forward. Let's do a hug right over left. Roll forward, elbows down into belly, chin tucks. Lift up, open arms, stretch fingers back. Come forward, left crosses over right this time. Elbows tuck into chest, chin moves in. Lift up. Breathe, wide open. Pull fingers back. Cross right over left. Exhale into that deep hug all the way up. Pull fingers back. Left crosses over right. One more time each side. Wide hands. Pull shoulder blades back. Right crosses over left. The exhale squeezes everything out as you curl into a ball. Up, open, squeeze back, other way. Yeah. Back up to center. Shoulders roll down the back. Nice work. As those hands rest down onto your lap, drop the chin into the chest. Sweet. Lift the chest up towards the chin. Drop the chin in towards the chest. Head floats up to center. Right ear drops to right shoulder. Left hand stretches to floor. Head floats up, hands rest. Left ear drops to left shoulder. Right hand reaches down, pulling away towards the floor. Breathe. So good. Just let your nose draw big circles in front of you. Whatever direction you've chosen to go with those circles, change it. Nice. Head floats right to the top of your spine. Right ear goes to right shoulder. Let's take the hand up and over, gently resting that hand on the side of your head. Now I want you to press your head up into your hand. Your hand is stopping it from lifting all the way, but you're pressing it upwards. And then as you release the hand now, let the head just float up to center. Good. Left ear to left shoulder, the hand comes all the way up. So this hand puts some weight. It's like you're pressing the head down, but I want you to, instead of going with it, push against it. push your head into your hand. As if you're trying to lift you're away from the shoulder and the hand is stopping you. And then release slowly, let your head come back to center. Good, now here's the hard two. The first one, we're gonna tuck our chin into the chest, put 3 fingers on the back of your skull, and then push your head up into those 3 fingers. Keep going. Okay, slowly let the fingers go, head floats back, nice. And now lift your chin up towards the ceiling, put 3 fingers on your forehead. And almost as if you're trying to pull your chin downward again, but your hands won't let you. And then release, nice. Oh, good, now just shake your head no, nod it yes. Sweet, oh, feeling good in there. Do 3 shoulder rolls backwards. Sweet work, all right. Hands open wide, thumbs move to floor and open. You're working the wrists. And now we work the elbow pits. And then you feel the top of your arm bone roll forward and roll back. Yeah. Spine and shoulder blades are still quiet. When we start to get our shoulder blades involved, we feel them pull down our back ribs and lift up our back ribs. So let your arm movement get a bit bigger. Rib cage is still, but you're allowing the shoulders to move. You're allowing the shoulder blades to slide. Good, now take it into a cat-cow with your whole body allowed to play. Oh, yeah. Opening up, rolling in, opening up, rolling in, opening up, rolling in. Sweet. Come back to center, hands rest down. There's a twist. Right hand can come to left knee. Left arm opens behind you. Breathe as you reach that back hand behind you. Perhaps your chin starts to go left. Just allowing the twist to work all the way up your spine. Chin releases, shoulders release, rib cage and belly. Left hand to right knee. Right hand reaches back behind you. Twist all the way up the spine. Finally allowing your chin to reach towards the back thumb. Breathe deep. And then release chin, shoulders, rib cage, belly. So good. All right, sliding your bum right to the edge of that chair. Toes underneath knees. Lean forward. So when you lean forward, watch the tendency of the upper body to want to get stiff and tight. Watch your hands wanting to press into the thighs. Instead, push your feet into the floor. Lean forward. Feel your body weight shift into those legs. Feel the front body release the work to the legs. Press into the soles of the feet. Let yourself lift up off your chair. Roll your shoulders down your back. So good. Inhale, the hands come up to the sky. You can leave them as wide open as they need to be. We're going to do 2 side bends each side. Big breath in to come up. Exhales the side bend. Last one left. All the way up. Hands float down. Sweet. Let's turn this chair so that you can stand behind it. Maybe the hand is going to be used for some balance. Feet come together. Zip the inner legs together as you do heel lifts. Now think of your heel lifts, all leg work. I want you to consciously release any tension in the back of your neck and the shoulders. And let the legs do this work. Once we've done a few of them, you'll feel this line of strength and juicy goodness all the way up the back of your legs into your bum cheeks. That's when we know we're doing good work. Good, come all the way down. And then take your right foot, Slide it back behind you, toenails touch the floor. Lean into that stretch as far as it feels okay to. Opening up the top side of the foot. Breathe. And then uncurl those toes, set them down, other side. Toenails press into the floor. Let yourself lean back. Good. I know this one's excruciating. And come to center. Sweet work. So now you're going to rock between the ball of the foot and the heel. So the toes will lift up off the floor when you rock back, and then you'll lift the heels as you rock forward. But just feel like you're massaging the ball of the foot, the bottom of the foot, the heel. Good. And then go the other way. Roll out onto the outside edges of the foot and then roll in, roll out. Good. Pick up your toes and wiggle them. Spread them as wide apart as you can, as if you're trying to stretch. And then see as you set each toe down on the ground, if you can create space between each toe. Maybe you can see the color of your carpet or mat underneath you. Breathe. Press those toes down into the floor. Good work. From that spot, tippy toe. Come up onto your heels. Come here, let your heels leave the floor. Good. Nice. All the way down again. Sweet work. Feet come together. Now hands to hips. All we're going to do is slide into a bit of a squat. We're going into that chair pose. Back slides down an imaginary wall. Come down and back up again. Come down, back up again. So you're not leaning forward at all. Just your knees are moving. You're pressing through the soles of the feet to let your body lower and push off the soles of the feet to lengthen again. Good. Nice. All the way up. I'm going to start with my right hand on the chair. No, that's my left hand on the chair. And just opening the opposite leg to the side. So when you take that leg to the side, I don't want your upper body to move, right? Upper body gets to stay in stillness. Pelvis stays still. So that leg only opens as far as it can without making any movement in the rest of your body. Ha! You're more than welcome to use that chair for stability. Good. Now release. Maybe you're going to move to the other side of your chair. Getting ready to do the other side. Same deal here. As you do side lateral movements, there's no hip bend here. There's no upper body bend. Just feel, it's like the haunches. There's some nice contraction happening on the side body as you pull that leg out to the side. Yeah. Good bum cheek work. And foot comes back down. Sweet. Okay, getting ready to find our warrior poses. Hands to the back of the chair, taking a step back with your right foot. Push it down into the floor, bend left knee. Keep hands on chairs if you want the balance. If not, pushing in that back heel, reaching forward through your left knee. Hands float out, either in front of you or higher. Push, back heel. Reach front knee. Let fingertips float as if they're filled with helium up to the sky. Beautiful. Nice. Bring hands down to the back of your chair and let your whole body begin to lean forward. Yeah. Keep the back heel attached to the ground. Nice work. Push yourself back up to straight and then straighten your front leg. Once that front leg is straight, these hip flexors bend, the tailbone lifts, reaches back behind you. You fold forward, hands to chair. Just feeling the back of that front leg now. So good. Push through the soles of the feet, let yourself come all the way back up. Nice. Now, bend the back knee, lift the back heel, and sink your bum backwards. Maybe pull the front toes off the floor. Good work. And release. Right foot steps forward. Left foot steps back. Bend into your front knee. We're finding warrior one. Shoulders roll down the back. Hands float to sky. Pull those shoulders down. Reach through the fingertips. Breathe. Breathe. Yeah. So the back heel's anchored, the front knee's reaching, your shoulders are rested, fingers are floating. Nice. Hands release back down to the chair. Back body just leans forward. Legs stay the same. Reach through the crown of your head, push through that back heel, extend and lengthen the whole back body. Breathe there. Inhale, let yourself come all the way back up, straighten the front leg. Feel the pelvis tilt. Feel the tailbone lift up to the sky as you fold forward. Keep this in the pelvis and not in the low back, folding over that front leg. Hands can stay connected to chair. Breathe. Beautiful work. As you come back up, bend the back knee, back heel pulls off the ground, bum sinks back, pull up the front toes. Coming all the way back, plant the foot, step yourself forward, fingers to back of chair, stretch into that long countertop. Stretch. Know that the legs can be straight or bent. Push through the sit bones. Lengthen the side body. Let the chest release down between the arms. Relax your head. And then inhale, pull yourself up, walk towards the back of your chair again. Beautiful. Breathe here. Good. Take a step back with your right foot and lunge this time. So I only want the toes and the ball of the foot to touch the ground and the front knee bends. So you're going to bend that front knee towards the chair and then straighten it. Some of you will decide you can do this with hands on hips. It's a little bit more tedious with balance, especially if you're on carpet. Carpet's harder. Good. And then straighten the front leg and then do the same with the back leg. You're just going to bend and straighten. Back heels lifted. Good. Hands can be on chair or on hip. And step that back foot forward, ground it, lunge with the left. Play with that front knee. Dropping it towards the chair and then sinking back up again. It'll be a beautiful stretch for the front of your back leg. Choose where you want your hands to be. Yeah, let's do the back leg. So sink that front knee forward. Oh no, we did it from straight, didn't we? Back. Oh, I actually can't remember. You decide. Oh, we did it from straight for sure. Good. Nice. Okay, and take that back foot, take a big step forward with it. Sweet work. You can feel things starting to wake up in those legs. Now, take a step so that you're sideways, maybe facing the camera. For me, I'm gonna open my right toes because that's where my chair is. So move whatever foot is needs to point to the chair. Take that hand to the chair. Hips kick the opposite direction. Kick them back behind you. So imagine here that my back was against a wall and I was trying to push my whole body against a wall. If I was really, you'd watch, like I'd be trying to just open my body up against that wall. Keep the top hip rolling open, the top rib cage rolling open, the top shoulder reaching back towards that wall, the top wrist. Choose if you want that bottom hand to be somewhere on the base of your chair or on the top. Stretch into that pose. Feel the distance between your fingertips. Breathe into that wingspan. Nice. Now we push into the feet. The hips press you back to center. Knees bend gently and come back together. I'm moving my chair. You're coming to the other side of your mat. Okay? Taking that wide stance. This time for me, my left toes point to my chair, left fingers on chair, hips kick the opposite direction. I've backed my body up to the wall so that my bottom bum cheek touches. I'm reaching my top bum cheek towards the wall. Top hand can lift. Choose where you want that bottom hand. Stretch the spine straight. Feel the distance between your fingertips. Breathe into that side body as you press your top, shoulder, ribs, hip up into the wall. Breathe. Or your imaginary wall. You don't even need to have a real wall. You can just pretend. Feet connect. Pull yourself all the way up. Hands reach down. Knees buoyant. Step forward. Good. Just feel that. Just kind of do a little dance wiggle. Feel how we're working things out in the body. It does feel like we need something through this rib cage. I'm going to turn my chair so that I can put my hands on it. Okay? On the seat of your chair. Inhale, hands up to sky. Exhale for a deep forward fold. My palms land on the chair. Push the sit bones back behind you. So notice that you can kind of create a rectangle with the floor. Your legs, your hands in the chair are two sides of the rectangle. The floor and your back are the top and the bottom of the rectangle. Drop the right arm down. Open it up to shoulder height. And then play shoulder height to a lift. No bend in the knees. This is all for your spinal twist. None of it is for your hips or legs. They stay the same. Breathe. Good. Now let's find the other side. Right hand grounds, left hand opens to the side. And then it comes shoulder height and twists you up. Feel that tightness in through the rib cage, in through the spine. Allow yourself to just WD-40 that. Keeping the legs straight. Good. Now release from there. This time we'll do the similar movement, only allowing the knee bends. Okay, right arm falls. As it lifts, your left knee bends deep. Your fingers can open to the sky. Come back down, hand plants. Right knee bends, left hand opens to sky. Good. Just move back and forth. Let your breath guide you. Big stretches, down again. Big stretches, down again. Yeah. Your body will tell you how far you can go. Don't try and push past it. Don't try and go where you all of a sudden can't breathe. Not worth it. Bring everything back to center. Good. So just test that chair a little bit with your, if it's going to move behind you. So if you feel like it's going to move, you might want to push it up against another piece of furniture or a wall. And then walk your feet back. I want you to bring your body forward as if you're doing a plank pose. And then push your bum back up to the ceiling. So you move sort of between plank, heels lifted, shoulders over top of wrists on chair, to pushing your bum backwards towards a downward dog. Yeah. The hips reaching back behind you. Square. Now, if you want, you can even start to release your hips towards the chair. Back to straight. So the only reason you wouldn't release your hips to the chair is if you have back pain today. If you have back pain, you're going to keep everything really straight. One more. Hold that plank. Good work. And then back up. Walk your feet forward. Yeah. bend your knees. Actually, before you do that, I want you to step your feet wider apart, as if they're the same distance as the legs of your chair. And now bend your knees and sink your bum backwards. Yeah, it's not a, it's kind of a squat pose, but your bum stays level with your knees. Good. And then come back up. Bend into those knees, let go of the chair, hands to sky. Hands to heart. Good. So if I was to use this chair for a twist pose, remember you can use your chair, or if you have a yoga block, you can use that instead. This is the pose we're going to work on. I'm going to bring one foot onto the seat of the chair. My opposite hand comes around to that knee, and then I take one hand back in behind me. There's the twist with the chair. If the foot doesn't want to lift as high as the chair, put it on some block, stool, something a bit shorter. Perhaps you're going to be against a wall, and turn into that space. Breathe. Allow yourself out of that twist. So good. Now find that same thing on the other side. Whichever one worked for you. Knee on, foot on chair. Bringing that opposite hand around to hold the knee, taking that one hand back in behind you, turning towards the back. Or if you're against the wall, beautiful. Either way, gently allowing yourself into that twist. Stay for a few more breaths. And unwind. Nice work. All right. Okay, so stand, feet hip width apart. Imagine those hips in the tracks of your sliding door, and I want you to slide them to the right, no twist. Slide them to the left, no twist. And just feel the sweet movement. It's almost, you can feel where the leg bones are going into that hip socket, and then you can feel how the hip socket just motors laterally over top of those leg bones. Good. Nice. All right. So I'm going to move my chair one more time. This time so that I can lie down on the ground and use this for my final rest position. If you're just going to sit in the chair for final rest, then you can bring yourself down to seated now. If you're ready to hit the floor, grab something that can be used for a pillow. If any of you want more padding underneath you as you get to the floor, grab whatever padding you need. Because lying flat is really hard for our bodies to do. We have these cushy, beautiful beds. We have beautiful lifted pillows. And this pose here, just flat on our backs, can be hard. I'm going to try and be close enough to my chair that when I'm ready, I can put my calves up there. But for now, both feet on the floor. Good. Right knee pulls in towards your chest. Point and flex your toes. Soften your shoulders. Relax the back of your head. Now I'd like you to roll your ankles. Right and left. Straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Just stretch through the sole of the foot. It doesn't matter how much your knee stays bent. Breathe there. Twist that leg in the sky and set it down. Left knee pulls into chest. Point and flex your toes. Soften your shoulders, relax your back body. Now do circles with the foot. Right and left. Allow the left leg to stretch up to the sky, pushing through the soles of the foot, lengthening the back of the leg as much as it wants to be lengthened today. Rotate that leg in space. And bend your knee and put that down. Good. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and just gently push that bent right leg away from you. Nice. Now you can stay here if you want to just test lifting your left foot. If that chair is close, you might even be able to just put that left foot on the chair. Feel that stretch down and through this right hip. Good. You can still push the right leg away from you. Activate the foot. Put a nice 90-degree angle on the foot. That helps protect your knee. Remember, your foot can be lifted on the chair or on the floor. And then release. Same thing, other side. We cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Activate that left ankle into a flexed foot, protecting the knee. Press that left thigh away. Beautiful. Nice work. And then choosing if that right foot lifts up off the ground or not. Ooh, this hip is way tighter for me. Breathe. Soften your upper body, let go of any grippiness that's existing. Right foot lifts to this chair seat or stays on the floor or hovers, that's the hardest. And then release both down. Good work. Just butterfly the legs. I just want you to open knees out to the side, bring them in a couple times. Let's take hands up to the sky. Reach the thumbs back behind you. Lift them back up to sky. Thumbs float back towards the floor above your head and then up again. Nice. Okay. Relax your hands. Take your calves and set them up on the seat of your chair. Shuffle. For some of you, it's going to be easier to just grab the chair and pull it to you. For some of you, it'll be easier to shuffle your bum closer to the chair. Settle in, long spine, calves resting. Your arms can open wide like airplane wings, or you can take them up like cactus surrender, cactus pose or cowboy surrender. You don't want to put a lot of effort. You want to find the last spot where there's some release happening in your body, but you're not having to expend a lot of energy. You're just letting gravity and your breath release you into the pose. There's no muscles required. When you get here, close your eyes. Take a breath. Allow me to offer you these next few minutes to just guide you through an awareness of your body. Checking physically. Feeling the expansion of breath. Open you up. Bellow everything out. Expand your body as the breath fills it. Feel that breath reach from the center of your heart and lungs all the way out to your fingertips and toes. Feel that breath draw back to your lungs, releasing everything through your nose, whatever no longer serves you. Fill up with goodness. Release everything you don't need anymore. Allow yourself to just feel the current of breath in your body, the flow of prana. I want you to peek in on your brain. Sometimes this is like peeking in on a sleeping baby. You don't want it to know you're watching. So you open the door to your brain with a tiny little crack and you just let your eyeball look inside. Because if the brain knows you're there, it's going to barrage you with questions, just as a baby will sit up in their crib and start to ask you to come in and entertain them. How is your mind today? What's going on in there? Can you just witness what's happening with your thoughts rather than being a part of them? Noticing that they are happening with or without your participation. So good. Check in with the heart. This one I find I need to have more patience with. It's like you're going to sit down on a park bench beside someone who doesn't want to talk and just wait. Wait until they're willing and they're ready to share with you how they are today. Now, if all these pieces distill down, your body, your mind, your spirit, let them distill down. Watch them connect, unite. Notice yourself from that epicenter, from that center of being, whole, connected, complete, and absolutely enough. Just as you were created. And let a smile come onto your face. And if you are ready to branch into a deeper meditation here, feel free. And if you're ready to end your practice, just let yourself do some stretching, moving, cuddling your knees into your chest, rolling on that low back. Choosing when you are ready to roll to one side and lift yourself back up. So great. Thank you for joining me again today. Namaste, everyone.